like to begin this meeting formally. Before we begin this meeting, I would like to pray to God to bless us during this meeting, that nothing untoward happens, and that everybody in this meeting gains after this meeting. Everybody. That includes the invited guest speaker, Chef Amoll also. Okay. Chef Pramanik.
Sir,
Yeah.
shall we start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, respected principal, my fellow team members, and the students, those who have joined, it has been a privilege to have with us Mr. Amoll Pandey, and a few words about him in very brief. Otherwise, he will be already mentioning that. And Mr. Amoll Pandey has been graduate from KJ Somaiya College, Mumbai in 2007, and later on he further refined his passion of culinary art from Maharashtra State Board in 2009. After that,
Sir,
he
we
had a
don't see, we can't see your screen. Yeah.
Yes. So a few words about him. As we are knowing that he has graduated from KJ Somaiya College, Mumbai in 2007, and due to his passion for his culinary aspects, he further refined his passion of culinary art from Maharashtra State Board in 2009. Now, after that, since he had a passion, he went on increasing his skills, trained under the guidance of Chef Michael Girard of Michelin star, then undergone training of intermediate hygiene and corporate trust. After that, in 2011, started a promising career at Grand Hyatt in Goa. Then jumped to chef the party at Oryx Rotana Doha, Qatar in 2012. After that, moved to Park Hyatt Aviara, North San Diego, USA, somewhere in 2014. After a successful career there, came back to Mumbai as senior chef de partie at Indigo Delicatessen in mid 2015. For a short period, he was associated with the French Mumbai in 2007 as junior sous chef. After that, a slight change in the mode of operation, that is from the hardcore industry to the challenging world of hospitals, moved and joined to Cleveland Hospital and Medical Center, Abu Dhabi as senior chef de partie. So those who are watching and those who want to make a career in food production, you must be knowing that apart from hotels, there are no other options too. Now currently is associated with Four Seasons of Square as senior chef de partie from December 2008. So this is in brief about him. The less the latter part of his career would be shared by himself when we have his words with us, which will help us in or our students for their 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 career in the future. So that's all about him right now. Mr. Pandre, you can now please take over.
Yes. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Okay, as your respected introduced me, I will introduce myself a little bit more. Okay,
Yeah.
as I started my career in 2009, I complete my hotel management degree from Kohinoor College of Hotel Management, but it's a culinary craft course from the Maharashtra State Boards. But my college is Kohinoor College of Hotel Management. I started my career in 2010 in pre-opening property as a Grand Hyatt Goa. It was a very tough challenge for me because for if you want to work in the hotel hospitality industry and the hotel was totally new and it's going for the pre-opening, so you have how they will open the hotel, how they open each and every single outlet. So that was what my most challenging experience in my entire culinary experience, because first time I'm going to open the whole hotel, we are going to open the whole hotel. So that was my first experience, and I in that time I was working in all the dining restaurants. Okay, working as well as room service. So after work there in 1 year, 3 months or 4 months, I got new opportunity in Oryx Sultanate Doha. It's an international property. Obviously, if you got any international opportunity, you will accept that. Anyhow, it is in which hotel, in which place you did. It doesn't matter for us. So I accept that offer, and I started as a demi chef de party over there. But within 7 months, I get promoted as a chef de party because of my hard work, and my senior was looking at me. He was capable in his position, so they promoted as me chef de party. In that restaurant where I work in Oryx Sultana, this is the Spanish restaurant. It's a Mediterranean and Spanish tapas restaurant. Tapas means small bite of food. In that restaurant we are working, it's a very busy outlet, it's a very small outlet, but the operation was very, very, very busy. If you go and search now, that Horrocks Rotana is now undertaking care of the Hyatt Regency, but that outlet was still there, and he that outlet was continuously like more than 7 years. It's like awarded as a Times Food Award. It's the best outlet in Doha, Qatar, and that outlet's popularly known as Spanish wines, European wines. Basically, most European wines are you will have it, and including that wine, you will enjoy the food. Regarding the food, I will tell you that Oryx Rotana, my outlet is so it's very busy because of because of the food taste, and the chef who have working with the chef Rainer Muller. He was German chef and he was working with us, and in that kitchen we are working like there is a 4 to 5 chefs, and we are working under that chef. Was very good experience for me because first time I'm working with some European chef. So he was like literally he was teaching like us like a baby. If you're going to the nursery and if you don't know anything about the ABCD, so he was telling us like this food is this food, and he's which this food is coming from which part, this food, what is the background about this food. He was telling about each and every single history about the food. For us, if you want to work as a chef and you want to move your career, you have to be know the basic knowledge. The basic knowledge is very important in this food industry. As after move to the Oryx Rotana, I got the opportunity in Park Hyatt Aviara. It's in the Hyatt. Again, I back to the Hyatt in USA cars, but not San Diego, in USA. It's in the located situated in the North San Diego. It's in the California, actually part of the California. I moved in June 2014. Uh, so I work in their Ocean Pool Bar Grill. It's a Mexican outlet. So I would work with Chef Julien Bonton. He is a French culinary. He is a French chef. He was there as a chef de cuisine when I was joined there. Literally, working in USA and working with the resort property. That property was very huge. It's like 300 acres gold they have, like 9 holes. And that property was very popular in USA. You can search in Park Riviera. You can search in online also. That property is very huge for the golf courses because there is a international match is happening over there. And when I start over there, started as a trainee CDP. Actually, I started as a trainee CDP. I working with the Ocean Pool Bar Grill. Then I working in the Vivace. It's a fine dining Italian outlet. The outlets, fine dining at Italian outlet Vivace is only operating in the evening time, only say 7 to 10. They only operate the restaurant only for 3 hours, and the Ocean Pool Bar Grill they only operate in the afternoon time because it's a pool restaurant. So both the restaurant, like I am working as a both the shift, like in India it's called a break shift. Like you have to work in this restaurant for 4 hours. In after you get some rest, and you have to be working 4 hours in this restaurant. So I work as there because I'm a trainee CDP. So for the working for the both outlet in different menu and with the different chef, because the both outlet chef the cuisine was totally different, one from France and one from Italy. And my in my personal experience, if you want to work with the French chef and if you want to working with the Italian chef, they are totally like is working with them is like totally different. Like you are in the another part of world and you are working with the Italian chef, it's another part of the world, and they're totally the way our both are working is totally different. So working with Chef Julian was very nice experience because he is a French, and French chef. My personal experience, French chef are very very good in the culinary, very very good. They are very fine. They are very professional in their careers. So he was telling me each and same thing. He was telling me he was doing everything. When I start over there, I was like for this that experience was totally new for me because when he was working in the kitchen, he was very professional. When he was doing his daily operation, how they work, I can't explain because in the practical that was totally different, and in my own words it was totally different because in the practical they was not doing any kind of wastage in their food. Every single part of the vegetable they are using, and that is the good thing for me that we are using every single part of vegetable because most probably when we cut the onion, basically we throw the skin, and for them the skin was they are using for the garnishing. These things I never know because I never use the skin. Even we are also, we never use the skin for the onion skin for the garnishing. But when I was working with the chef Julian, he even he's not wasting any single part of the vegetable. Never, never, never. He whatever he is a balance, he used for the veg stock, he used for the broth, and he used for the garnishing. That was amazing. Amazing means that was literally amazing. So I working with Chef Julian in the morning time, in the afternoon time with in the Mexican restaurant, and plus it's a Spanish outlet, like Mexican, Spanish, and French. They have three combined cuisine, and that was nice experience. Another in the evening time, I working with the Vivace. So Chef George was there. He's from Italy, and the funny part is when I'm working with Chef George, you know, the way he was treat with his staff as some people was telling me, working with Italian chef is very hard. But when I working with Chef George was, yeah, sometime I started in June 2014. It was very hard for me because I never understand his language, because the way of speaking the Italian people, they totally have a bad accent. Like what they are talking, you will never understand. But was he was my culinary guide in the Italian section, because first time I'm working with in the Italian section. So they are doing very every day. They are making the fresh pastas, different kind of seafood that I never seen before in India. In India, you can use seafood, but that seafood was, sometime you will not see the such kind of seafood. Like in my life, I saw first time fugo fish. Fugo fish, maybe everybody knows now what is the fugo fish. Where fugo fish world very poisonous fish that's only used for the sushi. It was if you want to handle the fugo fish, you have at least 10 years of experience to how to cut that fish. Maybe somebody watching the YouTube, somebody watching the Facebook, somebody watching the Instagram, how to cut the fugo fish, because this fish is only used for the sushi and sashimi. So when I saw the fugo fish first time in that Italian outlet, because they have sushi, and one sushi chef, he came from Japan, and he have more than 35 years experience only for fugu fish, how to cut fugu fish. He do apprenticeship only for 15 years how to cut fugu fish, because he was telling me his own experience. Because if you want to do sushmi and sashimi, and if you want to work in Asia like China, Japan, Singapore countries, there is a lot of chefs. There is a Michelin star chef also. So they are working like 15 to max to max 10 to 15 years. They are doing only apprenticeship to how to cut sushi and sashimi, how to cut this kind of fish for the sashimi, how to cut sushi, how to make sushi. For this, they are not wasting their time, but they are giving their hard time. Only 10 years. They are thinking this is only 10 years we do apprenticeship. But there is a lot of chef who doing 15 years only for apprenticeship to make sushi and sashimi. Get perfection in sushi and sashimi. So he was telling me, I was doing apprenticeship in 10 years to cut this fish, do this sushimi. And Chef George he's working with Chef George in Hong Kong somewhere, some part of the Hong Kong in the south, even in the South Korea, he's also working with the Chef George. So he introduced him in the Park Head. So he was doing only for every outlet he's doing a sushi and sashimi. So he was right now he is very famous in Park Hathaway. Then working with the Italian chef, was making fresh pasta. I was working with the fresh meat, because I am the training. After 6 months, I get promoted as a chef de partie in there also. So in the Italian, this is my first experience to working in the with Italian chef and Indian Italian cuisine, because before I mentioned I work in India, but I not never I make fresh pasta, never see such kind of seafood, such kind of meat items. So after came from the USA with nice culinary experience, nice with my m- more culinary skill, I came back to India and I was started working in the Indigo Delicacy. Indigo Delicacy, it's a very famous what we call famous outlet. They have several outlet in Delhi also. They have several outlet in Kolkata also. In most popular, they are very famous in Mumbai. They have name as Indigo. Then they have several banquets of their operating several banquets. So I'm handling one of their restaurant in my place, which was very situated in near to my place. It's in the Vikroli. It's in where famous mall, R City Mall. They have one big outlet. That outlet was seated capacity was 120, and I'm the second in charge of that outlet because sometimes junior sous chef was not there, so I have to be handle that restaurant. So in that restaurant, I have to be make a daily operation, daily menu, like what is the specialty of the day, what is the catch of the day, what is the special pasta of the day, what is the special soup of the day. So you have to be make small menu like starter, main course, entree. Then we have to make soup. Then you have to be make main course. Then one dessert. So I have to be handle this total operation plus a la carte menu, lunch and dinner operation. So as in charge of the outlet, you have a lot of responsibility. So you have to be take care of guests as well as you have to be take care of your culinary work co-workers. So sometimes it's get very tough for me because this is my first time to taking care after my junior sous chef taking care of that outlet. It was literally tough for me for starting months, but after getting getting experience day by day, going easy for me. Then several years I worked there as a 1 year 8 months. I moved to the Finch. Finch is a pre-opening restaurant. They have a restaurant plus brewing. Brewing means they have their own uh, beer making plants. In that that was very huge operation because they are making their own house made beers in the restaurants. And if you want to work, if you want to see, you can go there. And if you get the chance in Mumbai and go to see and see how they are making their beer, because it's a huge plant. If you know, you have in the Kalina, if you are a hotel management student, so you know how to make the beers. So you can see, actually you can in the practically you can see how to make the beers, because they are making beer. They have three huge plant in their own restaurants. Plus I am handling it's a multi cuisine restaurant. I am working as a junior sous chef, and my executive sous chef is Chef Kamal. uh, as a junior sous chef, this is my first time, so I have to be make. When I was started over there in the Finch, he was telling me, you have to be make own your own recipes. You have to be do the costing. You have to be do the practical for others to how to make this dish. And from literally from 3 months before opening, we are doing every day the same things. We have to be make a dish. We have to be prepare all the ingredients. We have to be give the trial for GM, trial for owners, trial for all the service and kitchen people. That was very nice experience, because if you start as a junior sous chef in the restaurants and you have to be get this kind of opportunity, this is the big very huge responsibility for you. But somehow, some of my personal reason, I left that restaurant because I got nice opportunity, behind if you're working in hotel industry and hospital, because I get the call from my chef. So he was there as a executive chef, and he was telling me, "Are you able to work with me in the hospital?" When I got the call from his my chef, I was getting shocked because from the hotel you have to be go to the hospital. So I was telling to the chef when he was taking my interview, I was telling to the chef, what was the actually you are doing in the hospital, because we never know what was there in the hospital, because we know in the hospital they are only chefs, they are only patient and doctor, but behind that there is one kitchen, they are running one busy outlet kitchen. And he was explaining everything, how they run the kitchen in the hospital, because uh, they have some health conscious menu, and that health conscious menu to help the patient to recover, speedy recover from their what was they are going. So they have very huge, it's a very huge hospital. Cleveland Clinic is first time in the Asia, from the America to Asia. It came first time. Cleveland Clinic is very famous for the cancer research. It's very famous for the neurology and cancer research center. It's very famous in the. They have several medical outlets. Their main head office in Ohio in the USA. Because I saw Cleveland Clinic in USA. Where I work in the Cleveland Clinic. I work in the USA. I saw Cleveland Clinic in USA. It's very huge hospital. But I never get to chance go inside to Cleveland Clinic in USA. So I work in Cleveland Clinic in USA in Abu Dhabi. It's like a 5-star hospital. They have like 217 room plus 19 suites. 19 suites. They are only operating for their kings in United in the Middle East. They have several kings. So they are that 19 suites only for the kings, and in that king's room the service is only for the butler service. Gold plated butler service, I never heard this word, gold plated butler service. It means whatever the food is going for that patient who was staying in the 19 suites room, only for the kings. So that service, whatever the food is going, it's only served in gold plated, in real gold cutleries. Whatever their bowls, their plate, their cutleries you have in the service palette, everything was the gold plated. So as a working in the health conscious concept, I learn a lot of things. I work with, I as a your senior, your respected sir was mentioned, I was doing a Michelin star chef. So he, Chef Michael Gerard is a very popular chef. You Many of you heard about the Chef Paul
Chef,
Bocuse.
Chef, 1 minute, 1 minute. You have just told us about the hotel, about the hospital thing, and we are now moving on to Chef Michael, who is a Michelin chef. Before we
Yes.
move any further,
Yeah.
I would like to take a small break.
Okay, no problem.
I would like to launch a poll. Let us see what the audience are hearing and understanding. Should I launch a poll, please? I want all the attendees to read the questions carefully and answer quickly. We have 58% vote. Asha, all the people in the panel will not be able to vote. So Nikhil, Pramanik sir, Deep sir won't be able to vote.
Yes.
And of course, Chef Amoll, we won't be able to vote. But all the others can vote. Please hurry up. We have 58% voting so far. You have 5 more seconds to go. Please hurry up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm ending the poll now. Chef, I'm sharing the results. You can see the results on your screen. From which country is Chef Amoll Pandey speaking from? 63% said Kuwait and 31% said India. Oh, he's speaking to us from Kuwait. So that's the right answer. Second question was, since when is Chef Amoll working in Four Seasons Kuwait? 6% said 2018, which is correct. And the last question, what is his current designation? His current designation, as said by 44% people, is Senior Chef de Partie. Thank you for participating in this poll. I'm going to stop sharing results and back to the Michelin star chef and
Yeah, Michelin
trainee
star chef.
Amoll.
Yeah, Michelin star chef. You know, everybody have a dream to work with the Michelin star chef, and I got opportunity, and I really thanks to the God to get me this opportunity to work with the Michelin star chef, and the one of the most, most designated, most popular chef, Chef Michael Gerard. He was, at the time when he started, he was telling short brief about him. So he was telling, he when he start his culinary experience, he was working with Chef Paul. Chef Paul is very famous in France. He was working with Chef. Everybody knows Chef Paul Bocuse. Um, Maybe 2018 or 2017 he passed away. He was very popular chef in the France. Everybody knows about Le Cordon Bleu Institute of Hospitality Culinary Management. He was the main in charge of that Le Cordon Bleu Institute. So when I'm working with the Chef Michael Gerard, he's executive sous chef. He's executive chef. He's executive sous chef and executive chef. Chef Hugo Sanchez. He's from the French, and another chef I don't remember his name. So he came to the hospital to give us the training. This training was going 7 days, and he was sharing his experience with how he started his career and how they run the Michelin star restaurant and how they're operating their restaurant, in which season they are doing this, and in which season they are working and which season they are changing their recipes. So it was totally this was a totally different different experience, because when you are working with the Michelin star chef, so they never think about the cost. Food cost is that it doesn't matter for them, because most of the Michelin star restaurant cost was around, most of the restaurant cost is above 56 or 85%. Normally the cost you have to be taking care of, the cost food cost is, they have some particular percentage like 28. Some restaurant have a 28%, some restaurant have a 30%, some restaurant have 33 also. But the Michelin star restaurant, you cannot control your cost because they are using very expensive product. So so I'm working with them, Hugo Sanchez and one more chef. So he was giving us uh, every single details. He was train us how to work with the health conscious menu, what is the important in the food industry, to handle to have health conscious menu, and have a lot of experience in health conscious, because I work in Cleveland Clinic in more than 1 year, 1 year, 3 months or 4 months. And my executive chef was chef there is a two executive chef right now. One of the chef is working in Doha, Qatar, and one chef is now promoted as a culinary director in Cleveland. So and there I done my HACCP intermediate training, level 3 and level 4, both the training I did. HACCP basic, HACCP level 3, level 4 is intermediate, then level 6 also there is. So this HACCP training was, this is the my personal education experience. This training was giving me a lot of things to how what is the actual HACCP and in hospitality industry, how to handle this situation. Hygiene was totally, and now in the COVID situation, that education give me a lot of things. I learned from the HACCP a lot of things. So currently I'm using that HACCP practice in my current hotel. After Cleveland Clinic, I currently base is in Kuwait. I'm working as a senior chef de partie, and I'm working in the Four Season Kuwait Burj Al Shaya. I'm working in fine dining outlet Dai Forni. It's an Italian fine dining outlet. My chef is Chef Sebastiano Sapiveri is my executive chef. He's from Italy. My chef de cuisine now right now we don't have any chef de cuisine, but my previous chef de cuisine is Chef Daniele Bonton. He's from also Italy, and previously I work in Italian kitchen and Italian chef. So this is for me this experience also. This is my second experience to work with the Italian chef, and this is nice experience working in the Italian outlet, in fine dining Italian outlet. They have everything, whatever the which even the single salt also whatever we are using, it came from the Italy only.
Hmm.
Every single product is came only from the Italy. So from the truffle, black truffle, white truffle, black truffle and white truffle. For them, it's white gold and black gold. So I saw before also I saw the black truffle, and there is a history of the black truffle. Black truffle you cannot grow anywhere. It's they have a specific soil condition, specific environment condition, specific they have specific nutrients in that black truffle and white truffle. So we are daily basis we are using white truffle and black truffle. We have several promotions like a cheese promotion, we have some fish promotion, we have some meat promotions, we have some truffle promotions also. We are doing like previous before we are working in like right now in the situation COVID, our restaurant is closed because it's a specialty outlet, and from the government rule we cannot call to the guest and sit in the outlet. But in the working in the Four Season, the culinary experience was very good because in the summer wise we are changing our menu, like winter, summer, anthem and spring. There are four seasons, so four season each season we are changing our menu. Like every 3 months we are changing our menu, every 3 months we are changing menu. So from the April, like because last April we changed our menu, so right now we are closed. So maybe this season in the wind like until November we will not change our menu, because after 2 weeks we will start open our restaurants again. That was good news for us, and for me it was very good news. So in working in the Italian outlet, working with the Italian chef, and currently holding as a senior chef de party, because we have one junior sous chef. Our chef de cuisine is get transferred to the South Korea Four Season, and now we have only one junior sous chef and three chef means senior chef de party and one chef de party. So working with very huge, it's a very huge outlet. It's a 120 seatable capacity, plus they have a special what they call special room for the VIP guests. They have two special rooms for the VIP guests. The sitting capacity of each special room is 8 and 8. We have three pizza oven, wood fire pizza oven. That wood we are using. The wood is coming also from the Italy. So basically, the concept from the behind this restaurant, they are using their home. They are using their home country product. They are not using any local product. Even the cheese, like 70 kind of cheese we are using. Three kind of
70.
17. I will share all the information if you need anything from me about the cheese, about the risotto rice, about the Italian fish, about Italian sausage, even sausages. Whatever we are using, it came from the Italy, and it's the homemade sausages. Sometimes we are making the in the butchery also. We have huge butchery. and that butchery we are making fresh sausages. Some cheese we are making fresh, like burrata, stracciatella, buffalo mozzarella. We are making fresh every day because we have the rennet. The main product for the cheese we are using rennet. We have we in the house we have rennet. So we are making fresh mozzarella, fresh stracciatella, fresh buffalo mozzarella. We are making homemade. And for the fish, whatever we have fish, we have one dehydrated room, big dehydrated room for the, we are aging the beefs for a long time. Since pre-opening, they are aging the beefs, like they are giving the, it's aging the beef. It's a simple procedure. They cut the meat and they keep in the dry place. That dry place temperature around 35 degrees Celsius up to 55 degrees Celsius. In that specific room, the temperature was totally maintained. And like from last 3 years, there is some like around 100 200 kg of meat we keep it there for dry age. Like from last 3 years, that meat was there. So that specific kind of meat we are using only for our outlet. uh, it's like a tenderloin. We are using strip loin. We are using then tomahawk. We are using suckling lamb, because pork is not allowed in this country. But Italian people are very, they are sometimes very aggressive. Why we are not using pork? Because they are very handy with pork and beef. But now they are handling with the lamb and beef. But we have very kind of world famous wagyu Japanese Kobe meat we are using. Then we are using expensive meat from the Australia. We are expensive lamb from the Australia. We have veal. Veal came from the Japan and Argentina. Some part of the some veal meat we are consuming from the Japan, consuming from the USA, and consuming from the Argentina as well. As there is some fish. We are not we have also one Japanese outlet, that Asian outlet. Cuisine is Japan, from the Japan, Singapore, and Korea. The three kind of countries menu we have in the one outlet. It's called Sinto. It's Asian outlet. The boat 20 our hotel is situated in Kuwait City, and it's a 24th floor building. And in the top of the building, we have two outlets, Daiforni and Sinto. Daiforni is our Italian outlet, and Sinto is the Asian outlet. So in the Sinto, the whoever working in the chef is coming from, one chef is from Japan, one chef is from the China. So sometime whenever we get the chance to go to the see the restaurant, how they are working, that they are showing their culinary skills, and it was nice experience with working with them. And our restaurant, Daiforni, is especially known for the homemade pasta, pizza, and their meat. So this is my culinary experience. Right now, I was very, very thankful to the God, very thankful to my chefs, and very thankful to my parents who was giving me this, opportunity to grow up my careers in culinary industry. And very thankful to my co-workers, very thankful to my teachers who teach me in the college. And thank you, Mr. Anand Mittal, to give me this opportunity to share
You're
my
welcome.
experience with these fellow team members. And I'm saying one word: if you want to, don't give up in your what you are doing. Because sometime, my colleagues was asking, you're currently from last 10 years, from last 5 6 years, I'm working in the chef de party and junior sous chef. Only junior sous chef I work like 8 months, and from the chef de party to senior chef de party I work like around 5 years. So they was telling me, why you are working in the chef de party, senior chef de party. Some people are raised to the sous chef position. Don't listen anyone. Whatever, you have to be keep patience if you want to work in the hotel industry. And if you want to grow you want to grow your future, you have to be keep patience. Sometimes people was telling, no, my friend he was now CDP and I'm still commie one, I'm still demi chef de party. But in his position and your position, if you are working as a commie one and he's working as a chef de party, in if you are working both in the same experience level, same different position, his experience and your experience was totally different. Maybe he learned different things and you are learning different things, but the way you are learning, if you are going slow but you are learning too much, like you are getting more experience. If you go to the next level, the people who are never do the back pinch in your back, yeah, this chef don't have a knowledge, he's not capable for this position. So this thing will never happen. If you have go slowly, you have to be patient in the culinary experience. Basically in the hospitality industry, you have to be keep patience for your work, and be passionate about what you are doing. Basically passion is very important in this industry. If you give up after certain times, I saw so many people are give up. They are moving their careers to the HR, they are moving their careers to the service. So these things will be happen, but if you fix your target, if you fix your dreams, you can achieve anything. Because soon I am getting promoted. After maybe after open the restaurant, I will get the promoted as a junior sous chef. And I'm very happy with that, because what I get, what I give my best, I get paid for that. So I'm very happy,
Yeah.
and thank you, Mr. Anand Mittal. Thank you so much.
So, Pramanik
Mr.
sir,
Mr. Pandre, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Since your area of work was divided from hotels and hospitals, so can you enlighten our student that how is hotel working is different from that of hospitals? Because
Yes, sir.
there is a chapter in their syllabus which deals about these operation procedures. So if you please, because you have been working there as hospital and in hotels, so it will help them to grab the subject topic better.
Okay, sure, sure. Um, thank you so much, and thank you so much for this question. First of all, hotel industry and hospital industry, totally, you are dealing with the two kind of people. In the hotel,
Yes,
you are dealing with the guest, and in the hospital, you are dealing with the patients. So for the guest, you can make anything. You can make anything, and you can give the better taste to make that food in the nice way. You can make that food and you can give to the guest. Guest can eat, and he was very easily happy. For the hospital, you have specific recipes. That specific, you have to be follow the standards, because that recipe, that food is going to the patient, because
yes,
he have to be boost his human system, and he was for his speedy recovery. So you have to be follow the standards, you have to be follow the specific recipe, you have to be follow the specific measurement for the recipe. And that was there is some health conscious, some because that recipe, when I working in the hospital, in in the hospital, only 25 nutritions are working over there. Only 25 nutritions, and that all the nutritions are came from the Europe, Asia. Some are coming from the India, some are coming from the US, and they are dealing with that. They are dealing with that recipe. We are making the recipe. We are giving to the nutrients. They are making the wages. How many carbohydrates? How many proteins?
yes,
How many iron? Uh, how many everything, vitamin, how many vitamin B12, how many vitamin B, how many vitamin C getting from that particular recipe. They are calculating everything, because we have one housemaid in the Cleveland. They have housemaid nutrition, one nutrition department. They are taking one food and they are
yes,
calculating everything, and they are sending this report to us. So we have to be served like 100-gram rice, so we have to be served only 100-gram rice to the guest. We are not
yes,
going behind that. Even you cannot give them 2-gram extra.
yes,
So every time we have this is the very difficult task for us, because whenever we are working in the hotel industry, you are never thinking about, yeah, specific recipe. The salt, You can adjust as your palate. You can adjust the salt, but in the
Yes, yes,
in the hospital you cannot adjust the salt as your palate. You have to be keep
yes.
the same ratio about the salt, same ratio about the oil, same ratio about the paper and everything. You have to be keep same ratio whatever the recipe mentions. That is the difference between hospital and hotel.
Sir, another thing, it has been found that you have been working with the Italian cuisine or Italian kitchen for a long period of time.
Yes.
And in that, can you please share us about the various olive oil categories that you have often come across? Because we all know
Oh,
that Italian cuisine is all about olive oil.
yes. You are absolutely right. Uh, like 2019, in October or November, we
Yes,
are doing one olive oil promotion, and that olive oil promotion, the specific the person who came from the Italy, maybe around 75, 75, 75 or 80 different kind of olive oil he bring from the Italy.
yeah,
And I was thinking there is only one olive oil. Only we know the EVO, extra virgin olive oil.
yes, yes, yes,
But there is some different kind of in the category. Cold press, wood press. Then they have some extra virgin, then virgin olive oil. Then they have ginger olive oil. They have chili oil, lemon olive oil.
yeah,
Like they have sharing their experience, like which olive oil is go with which dish. There is a different kind of olive oil. So extra virgin olive oil, it's the first press of the extra virgin olive oil from the olives. They bring from the olives, they wash that olives, and they giving the wood press, like cold press. The
yes.
first press is the extra virgin olive oil. Then the second press is only olive oil. Then there is a third press. But extra virgin olive oil, they have different categories. Like some olive oil they have keep for the long time, almost he was telling me like 2 to 3 years he keep in the one container, and after that they are doing using that olive oil. It's like age wise also they are using this olive oil.
So
So
another last question about that, uh, about your Michelin star. The students today are very much they want to know that do they learn in that? That is, if they at any point of time they get the opportunity to join a Michelin star training team. So what do they learn, or what do they get the training about?
when I was working with the Hugo Sanchez and Chef Michael Gerard training, uh, Chef Michael Gerard is 3 Michelin star chef. And when I was working with Michelin star chef, there is lot of process, lot of they are starting from, for us they are starting. Actually we never know about the Michelin chef background. So when I was working with them, they are starting with the basic knowledge, how they make the French sausages, how they make French stock, French soup, then French sauce, then French basic gravy. For the India, we have onion gravy, we have tomato gravy, we have onion and tomato gravy. So they are starting from the basic for us. So every day they are doing one thing. Every day they are doing one thing. So from like 5 days we are doing this training, and 6 and 7 days we are serving some kind of food. So working with the Michelin star chef was working with them. It's not easy because their culinary experience was very huge, and
Yes,
most of the Michelin star restaurant, most of the chefs are very high level of experience, because most of the chefs are executive chef, most of the chefs are executive sous chef, most of them in the world, most of the Michelin star chefs in that restaurant who's working as a chef, they are basically as an executive sous chef or executive chef. Most of the executive chef, executive sous chef, and chef de cuisine, their background and their work experience was very huge.
you.
Mr. Pradeep,
Yes, good evening, sir. Good evening.
good
Good evening,
evening.
Chef Amoll.
Yes, good evening.
Chef, I have one question to you. Chef, as you are working in abroad, and how do you feel working in abroad is much tougher compared to India? And suppose if you as you are working in abroad, what is the difference between hygiene standard as well as production production standard which you follow in abroad as you work in India?
Uh, I never compare. First of all, I never compare my abroad experience and Indian experience. But there is a difference because in India, in the some hotels means there is they have Oberoi, they have Taj, they have Hyatt, they have Four Seasons, they have Rich Carlton, they have Marriott brands. In some hotel, in the hotel industry, you have to be maintain your standard, you have to be maintain your HACCP standards, you have to be maintain your culinary standards, you have to be maintain your F&B service standard, you have to be maintain housekeeping standard. Everything you have to be maintained as the management decided. But as a product knowledge, yes, there is some differences because most of the product we did never see in India because it's because of their expensive rates, because they are quite expensive and we cannot get some of the like like cheese. If you're talking about Grana Padano and Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmigiano Reggiano is very expensive. Everybody knows about. Some hotel some of our hotel can't afford that cheese because it's like if you want to buy one whole block, it's cost around 25,000 euros or some 20,000 euros, and it's not uh, getting our cost to buy this whole block of Parmigiano Reggiano. Some of the risotto, some of the product, yes. If you say like some of the vegetables, in the particular areas there is some particular kind of vegetables, and if you as I'm working in the Hyatt in the park, sorry, Grand Hyatt in India. Even I did my training in Hyatt also. I saw a lot of products similar to the outside when I working in USA, when I working in Abu Dhabi, when I working in Kuwait. Some product I saw in India because obviously if you want to run the five-star hotel and if you want to run your business, you have to be bring that product. But as a HACCP, the HACCP was totally different in USA. HACCP is totally different in Middle East country. HACCP is totally different in India. India follow their own standards for the HACCP. What government give us in the uh, Middle East HACCP was very important. Very means they are literally they have each and every hotel they have HACCP manager, and that HACCP manager was coming each and every single time to see in the kitchen areas, kitchen back areas, kitchen in there. He was going everywhere and he checked the HACCP. In USA, USPH, they have HACCP committees, USPH, and USPH was very difficult for the. They are very famous for their HACCP standards. This is the different. Like for me, working in the different countries was I have total different kind of experience.
Okay, thank you very much, Chef.
Any questions from any student?
Yes, sir. I have one question.
Yes, please.
Chef,
Let us
I
see
would
you.
like,
Can you
sir,
switch on
this,
your
Chef, I would like to ask this since you mentioned about sushi and sashimi. So, I mean, in the restaurant which is serving sushi and sashimi, do they require any special sitting arrangement or it's a common I mean, what goes for other cuisines?
For the sushi and sashimi, yes. For whatever I in the USA, in Park at Aviera, they have special sitting arrangement. They have special dining in that restaurant for only for sushi and sashimi. Like she,
Yes, chef.
yeah, for that restaurant they have a special dining for the only for the sushi and sashimi. Yes, they have special kind of dining. I don't know. I never see that dining, but in that restaurant, yes. But in our 21st, in our Four Season Kuwait, we have special, like separate section for the sushi and sashimi. It's a live section in our restaurant because I don't have that much of experience. So I cannot share that experience because I work with the in the Kuwait in the Four Season. I saw how they make the only sushi and sashimi, but I never asked them because I literally I don't have any zero knowledge about the sushi and sashimi because I'm not interested at all even sushi and sashimi. But yes, for the dining they have a special dining for the sushi and sashimi.
All right. Thank you, chef.
Pramanik sir, I think we should call it a day. Chef Amoll Pandey has a
Excuse me, sir.
night shift. Yes. हाँ बोलिए
Sir,
सुमन.
I have one
I have only
question,
10
simple
minutes
question
because
I
I
have
have
to
to
ask.
be get ready.
Sir,
Yes. Go ahead.
yes, sir. Sir, I want to ask some simple question that as you work in Kuwait, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi, these are the Gulf countries, and as you also work in America, European country like America. So where you enjoyed most? I mean, sir, where the Indians giving a preference in hotel department, in the hospitality.
Uh, you are asking very tough questions. Okay, but I will give you the answer. No problem. As I work in the USA, yeah, you are working in USA. Everybody have a dream to work in US, European country, and Asia and American countries.
Yes.
But it's depend upon which hotel you are working. Like in USA, I working in the Park at Aviara, but in Kuwait, I working in the Four Season. So this is my dream to work with the Four Season because for everybody know about if you know about the Four Season is the world very famous brand in the hospitality industry. Means everybody have a dream to work with Four Season. So before Four Season, I got the opportunity from Australia as well to work in the Holiday Inn, but I reject that offer and I start to work in the Four Season Kuwait. As my personal experience is depend upon which hotel you are working in which brand. For my personal reason, which brand is very important, not the country. If I get the chance to work in India as in Four Season or Rich Carton, I can very happy to work with that brand.
Thank you, Principal Sir, for giving me an opportunity, and thank you, Chef, for sharing experience. It is very
Thank
valuable
you
for
so
us
much.
hospitality industry. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Chef, sir.
Okay, to all of you present with us, it has been a great evening to spend the time with Mr. Amol Pandare. And from his careeristic approach, we have found that from the very beginning, he has been very accurate about his accuracy of handling the things as far as profit orientation is concerned, hygiene is concerned, and safety awareness has also been his prime issues. Nevertheless, myself, Shukanta Pramanik, feel honored to have him with us in our seminar with a online seminar which has been organized on behalf of IHM Meerut with our director and principal, Mr. Anand Mittal. I feel honored to offer the vote of thanks on this occasion And on behalf of all my colleagues, that is the student and faculty, we express our gratitude to Mr. Pandare for spending some time with us from his busy schedule. As we know that he has already been working in night shift, and he will again have to go back and join his duties, and that is his prime motive. And we are enlightened with his experiences, and we would like to invite them in our career in the further course of action. And we are very thankful to him to give us the opportunity to be associated with him in near future. So from the family of IHM Meerut, we express our gratitude and thankfulness to Mr. Pandre and also to our management and our principal for helping us to be associated with Mr. Pandre. Thank you.
Thank you
Sir,
so much, guys. That is very nice experience. Thank you so much, Mr. Anand.
God bless everybody. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day. Have a wonderful life. And most of all, please protect yourself from this stupid thing called COVID. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.